Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the week 8 video for the League of Men. We had an interesting week, I thought. A couple close games, but overall not bad of a week. Um, let's get into it. So, I was facing Slamaro. I won 205.9 points to Slamaro's 112.8 points. I had Jared Goff with 46.7 points, and he had Tom Brady with 29.9 points. That was the biggest, um, most amount of points I've gotten in a single week this year, so I'm trending in the right way, I think. So, yay me. Next matchup, we had Dunder Mifflin winning against Team Madsen, 137.9 points to Madsen's 94.9 points. Dunder Mifflin had Derek Carr with 42 points, and Madsen had Diggs with 19.3 points. That was kind of shocking to me. I thought, even from last week, the points differential was in favor of Dunder Mifflin, so I really thought Madsen was gonna win it, but so that surprised me. In the next matchup, we had Trucks winning against Tanking 102.7 to 102.3. Ugh, that was a close matchup. Trucks had Russell Wilson with 23.6 points, and Tanking had Galladay with 28.3 points. It was simply the closest matchup, I thought. Tanking had, I want to say, like McDonald, the tight end for, I hope it's McDonald, tight end for the Steelers. He only got 4.9 points. He just needed like one more point, and he would have won it. So that was very close. I didn't think Trucks could do it, but he did it. So congrats to Trucks on a close win. Next matchup, we had Team Grease staying undefeated. Whoop-de-doo. Against T-Zone, 168.6 points to T-Zone's 119.3 points. Grease had Drew Brees, who is back, and he looked like freaking vintage Drew Brees, man. He balled out with 50.3 points. And T-Zone had Aaron Rodgers with 37.4 points. Next matchup, we had Rec Zone winning 154.4 points to Legendary's 132.5 points. It was a pretty close game. Rec Zone had Rudolph with 29.1 points, and Legendary had Deshaun Watson with 41 points. Next matchup, we had Triple D winning against Khalil, easy peasy, 162.5 points to Khalil's 116.6 points. Triple D had Minshew, the second, with 38.7 points, and Khalil had Barkley with 28.3 points. The last matchup, we had Roll Tide winning a pretty close game against Drake City, 131.3 points to Drake City's 128.3 points. Roll Tide had Winston with 33.4 points, and Drake City had Evans with 42.8 points, which it's kind of funny because Winston fed Evans. So I just thought, well, I don't know. I thought it was funny. Anyway, so let's go into the standings. In the North, we got me in first, 6-2, with 1,156.6 points. In second, we got T-Zone, 5-3, 1,056 points. In third place, we got Roll Tide, 4-4, with 1,019.5 points. In fourth, we got Team Madsen, 4-4, 981.4 points. In fifth, we got Legendary, 4-4, with 962.5 points. In sixth, we got Tanking, 2-6, with 1,025.9 points. And in seventh, we got Khalil, 2-6, with 897.4 points. In the South Division, we got Team Grease, 8-0, staying undefeated, with 1,262.8 points. In second, we got Triple D, 5-3, with 1,115.6 points. In third place, we got Chike City, 5-3, with 960.8 points. In fourth, we got Trucks, with 4-4, with 976.8 points. In fifth, we got Rex Zone, 3-5, with 1,100.3 points. In sixth, we got Dunder Mifflin, 2-6, 1,053.7 points. In seventh, we got Slowmaro at 2-6 with 936.6 points. So if the playoffs started today, in first place would be Team Grease. Didn't move from last week. In second place, we got myself, Jaybird. In third place, we got Triple D moving up 2 spots from last week. In fourth place, we'd have T-Zone moving down 1 spot. In fifth place, we'd have Chike City moving down 1 spot. In sixth place, we got Roll Tide moving up 2 spots. In seventh place, we got Team Madsen saying the same from last week. In eighth place, we got Trucks going up 1 spot and edging it in there. So congrats to Trucks. He was all the way at, I want to say, 14 or 13 kind of beginning of the season, and he's worked his way up to the 8th seed, which I think is pretty impressive. Anyway, in 9th place, we got Legendary moving down 3 spots. In 10th place, we got Rex Zone, who didn't move. In 11th place, we got Dunder Mifflin moving up 3 spots. 12th place, we got Tanking moving down 1 spot. 13th place, we got Khalil moving down 1 spot. In 14th place, we got Slowmaro moving down 1 spot. So for the Week 8 awards, we got for the top scorer, Jaybird with 205.9 points. The Underdog Award goes to Triple D. Triple D was the only person who was supposed to lose to won. So it was obvious underdog there. Player with the most points goes to Grease with Drew Brees, who scored 50.3 points. The special trophy point, which goes to the best running back, which goes to me with Aaron Jones with 41.6 points. The Teabag Award goes to Slowmaro, losing by 93.1 points. And the Bench Champ Award goes to Tanking, leaving 35.8 points on bench. He could have used that, could have won, but lost by 0.4 points. So that sucks. Sorry, Tanking. Let's go to the trophy point standings. In first place, we got Triple D with 9 points. Tied for second, we got Grace and Jaybird at 8 points. In fourth place, we got T-Zone at 6. In fifth place, we got Dunder Mifflin at 3. In sixth, we got Legendary at 2. Tied for seventh, we got Slowmaro, Trucks, and Team Madsen at 1. In 10th place, we got Rex Zone at 0. In 11th, we got Chike City at 0. And tied for 12th, we got Tanking, Khalil, and Roll Tide at -2 points. So let's go into the Week 9 preview. I, Jaybird, am facing Triple D this week. I am a 12.8 point favorite, but I think this could be a harder matchup if Patrick Mahomes comes back. Or wait, are they on their bye? No, I don't think they are. So Triple D might have Mahomes back if he's not on his bye, which then that could cause some trouble for me. Next matchup, we got 2-6 Tanking versus 2-6 Dunder Mifflin. So pretty much whoever loses this, I would definitely say is out of playoff contention. So it's a pretty important game for them. Tanking is supposed to win by 18 points. Next matchup, we got 5-3 T-Zone against 4-4 Trucks. Trucks is trying to wing himself up further in the rankings, and he's supposed to win by 11 points. So, hopefully Trucks can do that maybe and make a push to get higher up in the seeding, or maybe T-Zone can just win easily here and stay up top of the standings. So I think that should be a pretty good game. Next matchup, we got Legendary 4-4 versus Team Grease 8-0. Legendary is supposed to win by 1 point. 1 point. So is this the week Grease goes down? Probably not, but Legendary's been pulling a couple close games out, luckily. So, especially against me, because we all know I'm like the best, right? And he won against me, so you know. So I mean, Legendary can do this and work his way back up into the top 8, which is the lower three spots in the playoffs. I think is going to really come down to these last 3 games of the season. There's potentially 3, 4, 5, 6 teams I think that could fight for those 3 spots. So I think it should be a pretty close race there. The next matchup we got 2 and 6 Khalil against Rex Zone 3 and 5. Khalil is supposed to win by 12.9 points, so that should be a pretty good game as well. Pretty important. I mean, most of these games are going to be pretty important in the last 3 weeks of regular season, so it should be a pretty close race. We got the 4 and 4 Roll Tide against 2 and 6 Lomaro. Roll Tide is supposed to win by 24 points. So, I mean, this could potentially be kicking out Samaro for chances of playoff berth. The last matchup, we got Team Madsen 4 and 4 against 5 and 3 Chike City. Team Madsen's supposed to win by 7 points. I could easily see it going the other way. Chike City's kind of pulled some close games out. So it could be a pretty interesting week, I would say. And after this week, a lot of the standings could change even more than they did this week, I think. They really can. So this is a pivotal week for a lot of teams, and hopefully you guys can pull it out pretty well. For league news, the special trophy point for this next week is best quarterback. November 6th, that is in, I want to say, a week, in like 2 days, is the trade deadline. So if you're going to make trades, make trades. Those teams that are kind of lower, don't just be giving your good players, to other teams. That's unfair, not cool, and I will be watching out for that in this last week. Also, there's a lot of commotion about the trade that Khalil and Grease were making. I heard some thoughts that just kind of thought it wouldn't be a fair trade. I kind of thought it would kind of be a fair trade, but kind of not, just because I think Eckler's kind of on the decline. And Barkley's going to stay up there. Reason that I think Eckler's going down is because Gordon's coming back, and he's getting more playing time. They kind of have more of an equal. Him and Eckler have a 50-50 share, I think. So it didn't really make sense for that trade, just because of the decline and what have you not. So yeah, that's just my thought on it, and I thought I'd share that with the league. Anyway, I don't have anything else. So, this should be a fun, interesting week. Don't at me, because I will be in Kansas this weekend, bowling it up. So, yeah. Good luck to everybody. Should be a lot of close matches, and can't wait to see what happens. So, peace out. Go Skurs.